Hey everyone, welcome to Magnolia's. We are live for DIY Design Day #1. If you have been waiting for this day all week, just like I have, jump on. Say hello, join us. Hey, let me know what you're excited to see today. My name's Amy. I'm one of the owners here at Magnolia's. Kate is behind the camera. She is the other owner and the person who designs the website and makes sure that you can find all these things. I am
the person behind the scenes.
She's the person. So we're going to create lots of beautiful things today. We have a gorgeous lineup of things in all of our different color palette collections, as well as different shapes, sizes, from door swags and wreaths to tabletop decor, tray designs, you name it. We've got a nice gamut of things, including porch pot arrangements too, that we'll do today. So if you love to create and you love inspiration, you are at the right place today with Kate and myself.
And
wonderful.
Hopefully the signal is strong today. I put it on data instead of Wi-Fi.
All right, we have to trust our technology today. Hello everyone, how are you? I am going to design today, but before I did start with the designing, I wanted to tell you about the jewelry of the day and new candles. So the candle fragrances, I'm so excited she got the pumpkin one in. Pumpkin spice. Did we talk about candles yesterday when I was not here?
I did, yes.
Okay.
And everyone was very excited. I was telling them how mulled cider is that scent from childhood that I've loved forever.
True.
And that pumpkin spice is very classic, and I mean, pumpkin spice is self-explanatory.
There you go. Everybody can imagine what these smell like. The mulled cider one has apple, but lots of cinnamon, and there's a few other fragrance notes. I always forget what they are. Nutmeg, probably, that sort of thing. So the pumpkin spice we haven't had for a couple years. It is back. That way you got your two choices for your fall season. You can't go wrong with these luscious scents.
And they're available from votive size to 22 ounce. And available in mixer melts, which are wax melts.
Wax melts for your melter at home. That's what I use all the time.
Hello,
hi everyone.
Happy DIY weekend. Hello, Vicki. Tracy, we are just live on Facebook today. The replay will be on YouTube. I'm going to use our other phone to record these and post them later in little snippets. So if you need to go back and watch her kit creation, we're going to take videos of each of them. So that's the plan.
That will make it easy. That is going to be, that way the videos live on. You can go back and refer to them, because the way we do our DIY day is you can create from kits and bundles that we put up online. I think most of these things today are the bundles already in.
Yes.
They're already on the website.
Online,
so then Kate drops the link, and the bundle is components only. So for instance, a bundle with this Harvest Memories wreath is going to be the wreath with these two items, and then it will suggest add-ons for you.
Pam, she said, we're ready. Are you?
I just told Kate my coffee isn't full, but I'll get started.
I have extra coffee.
Someone can help me with that later. So that's what we would be doing today. Now, I did forget to ask you, we last year took orders on items, and that is another thing.
We are taking orders on items as well. We'll of course charge labor charges. So basically you can check out with the kit online and then tell us if you want us to put it together. Average labor $30,
around that,
depending on the size of
depending
the
how big. This would be a low labor item because it's simple. So it depends on how complex the item is, what the labor would be, but the team can add that for you
$20
later.
labor usually.
Correct.
Yes.
And they can add that for you later. So that is two different ways to get the designs that I'm creating today. You can either request them as designs or buy the kit and put it together, because you can refer back to this video later.
Yes, you can.
When the kit arrives, and you'll have your instructional tutorial that I'm doing for you today.
Yes, so hello everyone. I'm just making sure everyone's hopping on. Hey, would you do me a favor? Would you share this video or tag a flower family friend? Say that 10 times fast. The sale today, 15% off kits that Amy's going to show you.
There we go.
15% off fall and everyday stems, 15% off vases and planters, 15% off ribbons and bows, and I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, base florals like the wreath behind Mom.
Okay.
Base pieces.
That makes complete sense. In fact, I hope that the store got all that figured out yesterday. We talked about it, and then I didn't circle back.
It's the same DIY sale, so hopefully.
Okay.
I did email them today. They said they had signs.
Great. Good deal. So the store is ready as well.
Yes.
So we'll start out super easy today. We are going to create something that isn't hard for the very first item. We don't want to stress you out with something too complex. Okay, yes. Let's design a wreath for your front door today, and we're going to make it super simple. This wreath design is only going to need 3 components: your wreath base and 2 little fillers to just give it some flair. The fillers are going to come bundled, and the wreath is what we call a pre-made base. I like this one specifically in that it uses the angel vine as the base structure. Angel vine is so easy to insert stems into that you could do this design without glue. So I always glue everything here. It's a habit at the store. The glue ensures it's going to travel in shipping, so take it or leave it, your idea of what you need done for glue. This is coming with the wreath base, which is a Floral pre-made harvest colored wreath. And the overall dimension is about 22 to 24 inches. There's a 18-inch base at the back. It does come with a nice hanger. That's helpful. And then we're going to use 1 bundle of jelly bean grass. We don't know why it's called jelly bean grass, but isn't it cool? It's bright and vibrant. It's going to add some zip to this wreath. And then for high contrast, this is, I think, the Gypsophilia bundle. And it is a baby's breath that looks dried. And the bundle has multiple stems, so we have already disassembled both this item and the jelly bean bundle here and cut them apart. So to prep, you would just take this bunch with all the little segments, cut it into pieces, and have that ready to go. And then take the gyp bundle apart, and you'll have this many stems ready to go. And that's how you prep for the design. So pretty simple, actually. Not going to be hard at all. And then we're going to find the top. Make sure you don't forget to identify the top of the wreath, because I do that all the time, and then I've designed right over the wrong direction. This is just going to spiral in a circle following the flow of the wreath already. So I don't want to work against the grain of the wreath. I'm going to go with the grain of the wreath. That's something important to check out. And because we've pre-cut it, I don't even need a tool when I get started here. We're just going to dip into our glue and insert these stems. Now, one thing you want to make sure you are planning ahead for is that you have, if you're gluing especially, you've created a balance with your stem placement. So you might want to double check and lay them out so you get everything used up correctly. There we go. Now I've ensured that I can have balance when I place it and I don't start out and come out uneven. That's important. So let's just get those glued in. Works pretty slick with pan glue, which is off camera here. I like to dip into the mini skillet melted pan glue for a hands-free, convenient way to design. Every day, that's how we do it. We don't use glue guns around here. Also, glue guns have a very high melting temperature, and you burn yourself on glue gun glue, where hot melt pan glue can melt at a lower temperature and be safer. Might be a little anecdote you didn't know. There we go.
I love that jelly bean. So the jelly bean stem she's using right now is also shown in a wreath and a garland behind her. And you can find those online. Just search jelly bean, or in store we have them.
Already that breaks up all the roundness of the leaves and starts out looking really more interesting than it did in the beginning. So I'm going to cut some of these gyp stems shorter. I think I'll have an easier time if they do not have the full length that they come with. Just less to insert, so you don't have to work so hard to get it to land where you want. And again, this is probably going to lay out and hit most of the gaps between the jelly bean grass placement. One thing you can decide now is, are you going to put a bow on this wreath? Because if you are, then the one spot wherever your bow is going to go, whether it's the top or the bottom, you can leave off the baby's breath there, the Gypsophilia, and leave the gap for your bow. So I think we're going to do that with this design.
There is bows in the basket right here.
Yes, we're going to have to try out some different bows when we get this done. I think that the bow could be a take your pick kind of thing. The item online, when you buy the bundle, should have suggested bows for you, so that it directs you to bows that complement your piece.
Some of the kits come with bows because it was necessary to make the design look completed, and then a lot of them, the bows are separate, so you can color pick what you would like.
So that is one key thing, is we are doing the hard work for you with these bundles. You don't have to worry about size, scale, and quantity. You just have to worry about cutting the stuff so it goes in. There we go. And there's a lot to this little gyp spray, so it's good to sort of fan things out once you get them inserted, shaping them out. Of course, shape, 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 right? That's the game we need to play. Guess all the phrases. There we go. So with this, your wreath is now fuller. You've got more contrast going on. You've kind of customized it a little bit. So it's not just straight out of the box to the door. It gives some personality. And I do love how this gyp stands out against the orange. Great look. Great look. So tell us a little bit about the sale prices one more time today.
Yeah, so we have 15% off fall and everyday stems and bushes, 15% off vases and planters to make your beautiful DIY creation. Also, bows are on sale, our ribbon bolts are on sale, and then base florals, which are essentially wreaths, garlands, candle rings that are pre-made from the manufacturer, like the ones behind Mom there, that you can customize. So behind her, I've used a jelly bean wreath, added our own bow, and then I used the jelly bean garland twisted around the liam garland. So I just used two garlands mixed together. And those are all 15% off through Monday.
Looks great. Okay, I think we could use for your choices today a bow called the Autumn Breeze bow if you want to introduce some blue to your design. There's how that one would work out for you. These are pre-tied bows ready to go, and they're going to be 15% off the price on the tag, which was $16.50. You also could try, this one would be my pick.
I like that one.
Yes, the Fall Blessings wreath. The Fall Blessings wreath is larger, of course, has some big wide ribbon at the back that's going to stand out and be good contrast.
And that is sold separately, but a good option. And that is your kit.
There you go. That is my choice. I think from the street, this one's really going to show up nicely. So you'll have more contrast with it, but if you are working to introduce blue or the front of your house has some blue, that might be the answer. So those two are great options for the wreath base, but if you buy the kit, this is how it will turn out without any additional bow.
Yes.
And you can switch it. You can even do a Halloween bow later. So
all right, we're getting
works.
our feet warm. Hello everyone, happy to have you on. Rosalie's excited for DIY. Shirley got her order in. Kathy, yes, we are only live on Facebook. And on the other phone, I'm actually recording each kit one at a time, and I'll post them later rather than doing 2 live streams. Angie, any stem that wouldn't be on sale is probably because we're going to use it for Christmas. So that burgundy anemone is actually a Christmas stem.
That might be why.
That we are going to be using, and it's just working with our fall right now.
We are.
Honestly.
We're blending fall and Christmas in the Cornucopia collection and the Heirloom Autumn collections this year.
So the sale is on fall stems and everyday stems, but of course, if you have questions, drop them in the comments here. I'm happy to answer those. Send a screenshot or an item, a product title to Kayla on Facebook Messenger, and we're happy to answer that because, of course, it's technology. It's never 100%.
I don't think that is the right thing.
Oh, it's not the right tag, is it?
Right.
I will find it. We have about 25 kits, I think, online that you can choose from. This is the Harvest Memories swag kit, Mom.
Okay.
Let me pull that up really quick and get prepped. So we're recording each of these separate from the Facebook Live, and I'll post them through the weekend, and you'll be able to go back and watch them. And especially go back and watch them when you get your kit,
when your kit
in the
arrives.
mail. Or for local pickup, of course. Oh,
Fabulous.
This was the wreath you did just now. I think you just switched your tags here.
Harvest Memories?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Harvest Memories. Okay, we are ready.
Ready for video number 2.
Yes.
Look at us go. Okay.
Let's make a door swag today. This is from our Heirloom Autumn collection. I do love the color palette this year. It's been inspired by this gorgeous ribbon and other things burgundy, because burgundy has really taken off for us over the course of the year. So this kit comes with the bow, I believe.
Let me double check.
We'll find
I
out.
think it does.
This little bow is also potentially sold separately.
Yes, that one comes with the bow.
Okay.
As a necessary part to make it look complete.
There you go. Otherwise the top of it is not as exciting. So we're going to use that. It also comes with this little fern bush, which is a plastic material to give it that realism. It comes with a pine cone spray that has a little bit of a berry and maple oak leaf accent on it. It comes with the burgundy floral, the burgundy to rust tone or brick colored coleus, and the little bunny tail stem. The bunny tails are back. Love those. Those are a bundle of stems. So let's just pull that one apart, and we're going to create this into a mini door swag. It could also be a table piece that lays on your table, hangs off the corner of a picture, whatever little angle you need to place it. It's a nice small item. So first we're going to use the fern as the base, and because the fern is designed to be a bush and go upright, we're going to reshape it to become more uniform, but we do want the fullness. This piece is going to be almost a teardrop shape, so it's thinner at the top, fuller at the bottom. So I just need 3 little fern fronds bent backwards here, and that gives me the top of the design, and then the fuller amounts, the rest of the pieces at the bottom, will be draping and fuller at the bottom. Then we're going to layer in our long piece, which will be our burgundy floral, and let that drape down and decide where we want to cut that. I'm going to just line it up roughly with the paper wrap stem. Is not something you just want to chop off and leave unwrapped, because paper will continue to unwrap if you do that. Whereas plastic, you cut it off, it's stable. Any paper wrap stem, you want to think twice before you cut it, or just leave it like this so that you don't have to worry about it unraveling. Then our coleus next. Coleus is an easy one. Let's take one of these little cosmos mini flowers here and pull that one back up. So he's going upwards out the top of our swag, and the rest of them are going down. Then we can layer our coleus down. Looks like we need to stagger it a little bit, so it is pulling the burgundy up above the floral. And then we're going to reverse this one so it goes upright. And we won't need the extra stem length. There and there. And then we'll lay on our pine cone spray, which has this big accent cone. So nice to make a big showy accent piece there as a focal point, and it will end up right below the bow. Those big leaves are going to do a lot to help fill out the sides of our swag. Notice I'm just stacking it. We wire all at once at the end. I don't wire as I go, I just wire at the end. Then we've got 3 separate little pieces of the bunny tail stem bundle, and we can spread 2 of them downwards and 1 of them upwards. So tuck those in there for contrast and texture, 1 down, 1 up. And still, it is only stacked, but all of our stems meet in the middle. So all we need to do is get a wire right in 1 or 2 spots. Usually I'm aiming for 2 areas because it's the most secure if you lock in two points of wiring instead of just 1. So let's grab 1 point right here. We use pliers to tighten our wires. If you have one, that's going to come in handy next. And the other thing about your wire is it can serve as the means for forming your hanger. So if I fan out 2 different, these are about 1 inch apart being wired. In the back, they will come together and make my hanger. This. Thanks for joining DIY Day today. If you jumped on to see a regular live and you didn't know we were creating today, well, surprise, we're creating today. Everybody likes a good design day, and I'm here for several tutorials today. A couple hours worth, so we're going to actually run long today. Hopefully you're not on your lunch break from your job.
Good thing we ate early.
There we go. So now these 2 little areas that I've wired on the back can come together to form a hanger. There we go. And if you don't have wire at home, my wire that I'm using is taped wires. I use stem wrap tape, floral tape, to wrap around my wires for something like this because it makes a nice tidy hanger when the wire is taped over. It just looks more finished. It is a little tackier than a smooth wire wrap like this. We do sell bundles of wire. I don't know the price point, but we sell $5. Okay, 5 stems of wire in a bundle.
And I had a good question from Angie. She was wondering if it comes with wire. I think Kayla might have forgotten it in the bundle, so I will go add that to the bundle, so that way you at least get a few wires to get it secure.
Because I've used 2 wires, and you might use a 3rd, because the bow also has a wire when you get the bow. So this little loop here is the reversible plaid ribbon and a little bit of a burlap mesh. And the burlap mesh is also wired. We're going to place that just above the pine cone where that natural gap is. That's the perfect spot for our bow and the perfect finishing touch for our swag. Let's get that dropped in there.
Okay, now the wire comes with it.
Okay, wire is included.
Otherwise, we have extra bundles online, floral wire bundle. It's only $1.50 for a small bundle of 5 if you just need it for a few projects.
Fabulous. Wire, you can never have too much wire. You'll always need wire. Okay, that one is nice and tidy on the back. Let's take a look and see how we did here. Always, you have to shape a little bit, so give your ribbon a nice little tuck and help it flow around your pine cone. All of the shaping that gets done at the end is just when you should do it, because you're, after you've wired it, that's the best time to shape. Let's take a look and see at the finished result. Beautiful. There we are.
Okay, got it.
Whoops. Get that wire tucked in. Love this little guy. Perfect combo, just enough product.
Kathy's loving the swag kit. She just got that ribbon.
Yes, this ribbon's great. They should have made a bunch more with the plaid on the back. I really like that. But I think they only made one. There we go. So I think if you get the ribbon and you start playing with it, you'll find lots of uses for ribbon. Ribbon is so in right now. I don't think you can overbow anything at this point. I think it's all bows all day long for trends right now. There we go. Okay, well, thanks for jumping on and joining.
I feel like we should, while everyone's joining us, since everyone's here for the most part, we should mention the planter and vase sale. And I have a few pieces sitting next to you all, Brad.
Yes.
And if you want to style that on one of the new lanterns, that would be
Let's
good.
do that.
A small or the large.
Okay, so I think this is a larger lantern swag. Let's grab a large lantern and see how it looks.
We need to turn those candles on. Anyway,
oh
that
yeah,
is open, by the way.
We do need to turn the candles on. I know you've been loving the new candles that are outdoor safe. They are some kind of plastic that feels like wax.
It is wax on top.
It is wax? Wow.
Scratch it, you'll see.
Okay. And the on and off switch is inside the weather resistant lid.
It is waterproof and UV.
There we go. Weatherproof and UV, she says. Wow, that's great. This is a good looking candle. Love that. And your timer setting, I assume, is on there as well.
It is in there, yes.
Got it. Timers are fabulous because mine are on every night at my house and I don't even have to go outside to check it. So this is the large lantern. Is the lanterns part of the sale?
No.
No. Containers, but not lantern containers. There we go. Let's place this up on top. Oh, the handle's wrapped. And this could use a piece of wire, a piece of Endivine, or I'm just bending the hanger around it right now to get it secured. Oh, that looks good on there. This is the large size mesh lantern, and these pieces were on pre-order. We do have a few extras that came in with your order. So if you pre-ordered a lantern, 1 or 2 of them, yay for you. If you didn't, a lot of people maybe 30, 40 people have ordered these lanterns, and they have been one of the most popular lanterns we've had to date. So if you didn't get one, there's a few in stock right now. We ended up getting more pre-orders than we thought by the time they arrived. It was pretty crazy. This is gorgeous. So there's our new lantern and its new accent swag. Let's make sure we get the label on this.
They absolutely love that kit. I'm so glad.
It's a good one, and it's not that hard. Just takes a little shaping once you get it wired together, but it won't be too hard to do. Very, very pretty.
We are sold out of the large size of the outdoor candle. I do have a plan to do some reorders next week.
That's our display one. Then we got in some new pottery pieces that she showed you yesterday.
I am going to, in the comments, put a link to all of our vases and planters in one easy to shop spot.
Well, there you go.
Just because there's a lot.
This is perfect. So this is going to be the item that just got shown yesterday that just arrived and now becomes the sale priced item.
Yes.
So lucky you guys. This is a very heavy terracotta urn with a vintage finish. Love that look.
Weathered Tuscan urn in medium size.
Solid, solid, solid. And this one, classic.
The Alto vase, both on sale for $42.
$42 sale price today. We also could do some wood for you today. This is a gorgeous one of 3 sizes.
Sedona.
And these are Paulownia wood vases, so we have 3 different sizes. This is the smallest size. They are drilled out, and your stems will drop in. This one drops in all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, it does.
No problem there. And we're featuring a little drop-in bundle that is part of our sale today. The drop-in bundle is the leaf bush in orange. It has Chinese lanterns, berries, a little weedy filler, which I like a lot, a fabric leaf, and you can shape it out to fill your little vase. Very nice. Very nice. Love that look. Simple. That might be the perfect thing for a shelf or above your kitchen cabinet. On sale vase. Now this one's going to come up as a clearance vase, so you can sure shop our closeout category as well. I believe this vase is one of 2 sizes in the closeout category. It's actually metal. It doesn't look like it. It looks ceramic, but it's actually a metal vase with a ridged finish that comes in 2 heights. This one is the small size, and it is called the matte gray long neck metal vase. It was $69.
A few good questions popping up. Tina's wondering about a swag for the smaller lantern. Yes, we will be making
There's some
one.
small things coming up.
Then Judy said her large mesh lantern is coming today, so she might just need that swag kit.
Perfect.
Sharon, I'm going to put in the comments the link to the lantern with gold if you're looking for the Onyx Ember lantern. Looks like we only have the large left.
Wow.
And then Jane asked if there's going to be a pre-order on the Woodland Metal Lantern. Yes, but I have not heard back from the company on their stock.
It's
so
Friday.
It'll be a Monday thing. I think no one's calling me back on a Friday. I would bet money. So
I can make calls for you if you just leave me a note. The Organics stoneware pitcher was regular price $36.50. That one has a really neat vintage finish for the glaze. You can kind of see it gets thick and thin. The glaze looks a little bit aged. And then this piece is the stoneware that came in other colors. I'm not sure which colors.
we might only have that color left.
This cream color.
The pitcher.
It's kind of a cream to barely peach tone, I would say. So all of these pieces, part of our container selection, they are on sale, and you'll be able to grab those up for a discount right now. You'll get 15% off through Saturday on all the stems, bushes, bows, components. How about all the components? That might be the thing that you need to make your designs, including the jelly bean grass. That would look really good in here, actually. If we cut that short and just filled it, that would look phenomenal.
Okay, what kind of kit do you want to do next? Maybe that step sitter down there, or the drop-in?
Let's do the drop-in. This matches the swag we just made, and it will coordinate. I should say it's not exactly matching.
Is that the Autumn Cottage?
But it will coordinate. It is the Autumn Cottage drop-in, and it has some great components here, including one of my favorite stems this year. We're going to try that out. Let's show you how to put it together, but I do need to grab a vase for that to design in. So Sure, maybe I'll take that top row Paulownia wood. I know it doesn't go all the way through, but that one, or I might be able to use the white pitcher over there. Let's just see. How tall is this guy? No, he's not very tall. There you go. That's the tall vase. It's not drilled out very deep, but you can put a short thing in it. We'll just do this one. All right. We are ready to go.
Okay. So a small drop.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep. There we go.
There, roll ends. Okay.
All right. We're ready to make a fall drop-in today. Let's get started with this gorgeous stoneware pitcher. This is part of the sale this weekend, and you'll find this one called the Rosy Stoneware Pitcher, regular price $64.50. We'll be using a single stem of these gorgeous dried peonies. I love the complex color palette of some of these stems this year. This is one of them. It's just an outstanding dried look. You can even hear it has a little bit of a crunch to it. This is a Queen Anne's lace stem that is a plastic stem, and it does give you a great dried effect without the crunchy, real dried problem of falling apart. Then we have a gorgeous rosehip spray. This is an orange-red combination, really a pretty rich color palette. Our filler is this grass bundle. It's fantastic indoors or outdoors. It's working both places. And then this little leaf bundle, which will keep it light and bright and help it blend into the white base, that comes as 3 stems in a bundle. You're getting all of this in the kit today, or if you'd like, you can request it designed for you. Just buy the kit and we'll add the labor on for you today. So let's get started with the drop-in. We'll put the base piece in first because everything can work through this particular grass bush and it will help support it in my vase as I design. And we'll just get it all in there, wire it together, and then reshape it one more time at the end. That will help us out. So your peony stem won't need to be cut. Depends on the vase that you're using. This is a 10 or 12 inch tall vase. If that's helpful and you have something at home that's similar, it'll help you visualize the size you could use. Maybe this will fit something you have on your shelf already, or everything in containers on sale today. Next we'll try the Queen Anne's lace, and it's going to have to be cut. This is a really long stem. So first I hold it up against my design. I eyeball where my stem is falling back here and make that cut based on holding it up and eyeballing it. Need a nice sturdy side cutters for that guy. He's a sturdy stem. And let's drop that in right down the middle here alongside the peony. You can even weave them together a little bit for support on each other, leaning on each other here. But don't worry, you can always shape at the end and move things around once it's wired. It's much easier. Same thing with this little rosehip spray. I'm holding it up to my vase. I am eyeballing the height that I need to have this cut at and making sure I don't go too short. You can always take more off, you know. Drop it in there and see how we did. Perfect. Love that. That's going to pull through in a couple spots and drape out nicely. There we go. And then we have our leaf spray. So that one's just going to slip in 3 spots staggered around the perimeter here. There we go. There we go, and
that berry stands out really nicely.
Everything is in there. Now, it's not quite balanced, but we can get a wire on it and come back in and get it balanced later. So I can carefully pull it up out of my vase, and then rather than placing the wire right at the rim of the vase, I don't want to pull my design together and ruin how nice and full and open it is. So I'm going to place my wire 1.5 inches or so below the length of the stems, below the rim of the vase, because that's going to keep my fullness and how the stems are fanning out if I don't get it too low. And then I always kind of make a double wrap and drop my wire another inch below the first wrap so that it's more secure that way. And then we need a cosmetic finish. So we have a little bendy vine that we always add here at the store when we're designing for you. If you are at home, the bendy vine is an extra add-on item that you can use all over your house, and I will use multiple times today. This is one little strand from a long bundle. So you'd have to buy the bundle to get a strand, but I'll talk about it a little bit later and make sure I show you a bundle and fill in different reasons why you would find this useful to have at your home, because it is a good piece for designing your displays, for designing bundles like this. One of the reasons I put it on vase designs is that you can use it loosely wound as a stabilizing tool because it's just sturdy wire. And when you kind of let the loops tuck in here, it will support and stabilize your design inside the vase, kind of like a ligature, and it's handy for helping little designs balance in bigger openings of vases. So that's one of the reasons I like it so much. There you have it, our vase drop-in design today.
Love it. That's great.
Shaping is always the next step.
Can you, we haven't had the question yet, but people always ask what kind of tools you use.
Oh, sure. We have links for you from our Amazon store. We do offer the links because people ask me so often. So we set up a little affiliated store here that we can share that with you. I use a couple different brands. The red tools on my counter today are both Knipex brands with a K. They are German imported lineman's tools. So Knipex is Knipex.
And then we also have Channel Lock, and both of them
That's
are
right.
in that Amazon link. They're
These
about
are Knipex
$30
brands.
to $40 a tool.
Correct. And they are professional lineman's tools, so they're heavy duty, high quality, and warranted, so you can send them back for sharpening or if you have problems with them. But these two are the Knipex brand. I do often use a blue Channel Lock brand. Same thing, longer handles.
Also, in that Amazon link, I have a link for a glue skillet and crafting glue if that's
perfect.
something you're interested in. It's not the exact ones we use, but it's super similar. And
The ones
we buy
we-
bulk.
Yes,
giant
or we have to get
boxes.
different sources, right? That is a great looking design, especially in this picture. It gives you a really vintage
Yes.
flair to the whole piece. And it looks like
does.
it's something you could see in Grandma's kitchen, huh?
I love it. Yay!
Kate's kitchen or Grandma's kitchen, same thing. Kate wants to be a grandma.
The cottage look.
Kate is a grandma. Okay,
They
there
call
we go.
it coastal granddaughter now.
Coastal
That's the
granddaughter?
name of the- yeah, the look.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right.
Hello, everyone. Okay, that was kit number
Thanks for
3.
designing.
We're rocking and rolling.
Yes.
All of our DIY kits are available online, and we also have the sale going on fall stems, on vases, on vase florals. So much stuff is on sale right now, so you can find all of that sale stuff online at magnoliasne.com. The store also has the sale going. Just know that the store does not have any kits. Granted, they could certainly grab you the stems.
They'll find you the things,
Yes,
but they're not
there's
put together.
Pre-made bundles at the store, but other
There we
than
go.
that, the sale is the same in store online. By the way, you can get free shipping on orders of $149 or more. That is going through the weekend, so take advantage of that. Free shipping on $149, and that is automatic. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't stack with pedal points, but you earn.
There we go.
Okay.
So this
Rete.
this design must include our foam. I need
Yes,
to.
this one does include.
I should have
opted
shown a brick of
for
foam.
The planter and the foam included in this one.
Do we have a brick of foam to show that's not here, like in my
Probably
collection?
not.
Okay,
Probably not.
it's in here, but I was going to show you a brick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this would be a fall step sitter.
Okay.
An outdoor fall step sitter. Okay. Ready.
Let's make an outdoor fall step sitter today. We're going to start with our components that come in the kit or the bundle, and this is going to be a plastic liner pot for you. Once you design it in this liner pot, you can often just place this whole thing in an outdoor safe planter or basket or something more decorative and then have it be removable. So you're going to get this little 7-inch planter. You're going to get a chunk of foam today, and this one is pre-foamed. Here is our styrofoam brick almost in its entirety with the two ends cut off of the brick and put in sideways to stabilize. So that's how you'd glue your foam. You can see it doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be in there and stable so that the block doesn't pop out. If you know this is going to be outside in the elements getting rained or snowed on, make sure you drill out some holes so that the water can drain, and that will make it not be waterlogged. You're also going to get the UV protected, outdoor safe mum bush. Super bright, vibrant, all plastic, UV plastic, and that one is going to be good color for your season. And these outdoor safe leaf bushes here, ×2. Great color to help it look nice and full so that when you drop it in your liner basket or your pot, it fills it out nicely. Okay, let's get started. The first step would be to take your glue again and use your glue gun or your glue pan to cut your foam and place two separate little 1-inch chunks that you've cut off the ends on the sides to make it stable. Glue it in so it's good and stuck for you, and that's the starting point. Then we're going to use our two different bushes, the same bush ×2. They're outdoor safe, they have good little stems. We're going to use those and nestle them underneath the mum bush so they're going left and right of center. And those two pieces will be shaped up and through our mum once we get that in place as well. I'm dipping and using some pan glue today. And then the mum goes smack dab in the middle, mum in the middle. He needs some glue, maybe, maybe not. He's such a thick stem that I can fully expect if you press that deep into the foam, it's probably not going anywhere. And then it's all about shaping. So this just dresses up our mum so he's not all by himself in the pot. I'm going to pop 2 or 3 of the stems from the side. I'm going to bend them up through the mum. I'm just grabbing a leaf and pulling it up through the center of the mum for some color in the mum. Let's do another one back here. You can just kind of separate the mum bush, wiggle a stem up and through, gets you some extra height and some extra color. And the other pieces will remain to stick out and be full around our plant. And let's do one more from the other corner of the pot and pull one more up. So that gives us 3 different pieces of the leaf bush pulled up through the mum, and that does break up the mum bush a little bit and looks nice and full. And as you can see, if this liner pot dropped into a bigger basket, something around 8 inches to 10 inches in diameter, this would be a great filler for starting some color on your porch this year. Maybe like that. There we go. We have a pot filler for you today.
Can you take a
Great
photo
color.
of that too?
Yeah, great color.
1, 2, 3. I just felt like it needed a different.
Do you want this photo?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Okay, got it.
You guys like lots of photos, so we have to
Yeah.
keep taking the photos so that they are all ready to go because nobody will circle back and do photos later.
I love it. And that mum
There
is
we
UV,
go.
so it's really gonna hold up nicely outside.
You could do the
Showy.
same look with the, you want to hand me that mum down there, with the burgundy colored mum.
We have one coming up with the version.
It has a different filler though.
Yeah.
So if you would also envision this burgundy mum with the red and yellow leaves, you could also do that if you wanted. Same thing, just buy the components separately. There you go. Let me hand that back to you.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
handing it to
I'm
me.
handing it back to you. Yes, I'm handing it back to you.
I wanted to mention some stems that were on sale.
Oops, I put this on here too. Stems that are on sale. All the stems for fall are on sale.
That should go behind you. To like
Okay.
the display.
Let's do it. There, he looks great down there. Love it. Now, fall stems include the stems that just arrived. There are some pieces that have only been here a few days, and they're already going to be part of this weekend sale. If you're watching, the 14th and 15th of August is DIY weekend. The sale is on for 2 days, as I understand it, if that is correct. And it includes through Monday. Oh, good, 3 days. Yay.
4 days total. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
What is today?
Friday.
Good to know. I just wake up
Today
every day
is
and
Friday.
look at my notes.
Oh, thank thank you, Pam. I did miss that. To order, all of the products are pinned in the shopping bag, or go to magnoliasne.com.
These are so pretty.
Peruse the sale because there's lots of stuff.
You just need to buy a bunch of these and drop them in a big vase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's how 6 stems look. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. This mauve color, I love all the 3 colors together. Those pieces are called Cosmos sprays. They are paper wrap stems. This color, for instance, is burgundy, which is kind of like a plummy mauve tone. They're very muted. The leaves are muted. That is just a phenomenal little stem. Great item. The first year we've ever seen that. Gives it a vintage vibe, just like these vintage gourds. So if you're doing a vintage look this year, you might need the little gourd spray, pumpkin and berry spray in cream.
That's a classic one. 2 of those back to back make a tray swag.
You can also rip the little pumpkins out and use them separately from the berries too.
You can also bend the end and make it a lantern swag.
By going like this, and it makes its own hook. That's what she means by that. It hooks over the top of a lantern.
So all fall stems, 15% off, including the UV fall ones.
That would be the cream fern bush or the brown fern bush. This is 2 stems here. How pretty is that? It is a plastic, but this is a softer plastic. You can see how it's moving. It's almost kind of a real touch on that piece. Little floppy, that's the one we just used earlier. Gorgeous colors, that kind of tobacco tone. Also coordinating and UV. Is this a rosemary bush?
Is this springerite maybe?
Springerite bush?
It looks the same. I don't know the difference.
Says something I don't know.
Got your glasses?
But it does say UV. I can read this tag. UV tag. The other tag says we are on a fern bush, asparagus fern.
Asparagus
both
fern.
wrong. Asparagus
They all
fern
look
bush.
the same.
Ferns. These are all ferns.
Hey, looks like you guys are getting your orders in. Lots of you are getting free shipping. Thank you for your orders.
Free shipping's happening?
Free shipping, yes, on $149.
Maple
So
leaf.
Sharon got free shipping. She saved $21.95.
And this is a real acorn cap. A foam berry that looks like an acorn placed in a real cap on a wired stem. Love that. And then we also have this cute little guy, the amber mist bush. Love him. He is good filler, good texture indoors or out. The grass bush I just used here, which is actually called the mountain grass bush. Those 2 look great together. And a eucalyptus bush. So all of these, with the exception of the acorn stem, would be outdoor safe. We can do that? Okay. That one? This is your eucalyptus stem here. And it's a great filler. I love cutting that apart and using it to fill in centerpieces because it's so nice and fall. So check out all the stems online. There are so many new ones. It's just been rocking and rolling with newness lately. Can't get enough of the new stems. I haven't been able to design with all of them, so it's fun to be able to do this today. This is my first time designing with a lot of these products, so that's fun for me, fun for you. Grab a kit or let us make it for you, huh? Let's do a little lantern.
Someone had asked about a design for the smaller lantern, so I figured why not?
Let's show you the technique.
This one does come with the bow, by the way.
Okay, that's a good bow.
Love it. Thank you for your orders. By the way, the first 5 people that placed an order after midnight, I gave you a little free something in your box.
Check it out. When you get your package, you're going to have a present from Kate.
If I remember, it's Tracy, Sharon, Danette, Kathy, and there's one more, Linda.
Who was shopping after midnight?
Quite a few. Quite a few. But I just thought it was fun to see all those orders rolling in at 12:01 and, into the early hours of the morning. So
that happens.
You'll get a little gift in your package.
Well, that'll be fun for you guys. Okay, we are ready to go here.
All right, mini fall lantern swag.
We got it. Okay. Let's make a mini fall lantern swag today with some easy to use stems and a pre-made bow that's coming in the kit. This is going to feature a blue color. Our brand new slate blue ribbon has just arrived, and it is a heavy gauge double-faced velvet. Nice and spirally. This is the 1-inch ribbon, and you'll have a lot of fun working it into your bows if you want to grab it by the bolt. It's now available along with this little glitzy leaf spray featuring blue as well, but you will get this pre-made bow in the kit. So I'll show you how to use it. You will also get a small little cedar pick. We're using lots of cedar and fern and cypress greens this year from our winter collection in our fall. It just helps it transition. It's also providing a really pretty green background. A craterberry spray today, and a bundle of slate blue mini ranunculus that come multiple stems bundled together. You just kind of pull the bundle apart and you can use them all separately. So this is an easy assembly item. You might want to get some wire, and we do tape our wires by rolling and wrapping tape around the wire stem. By coating it, it kind of makes it tackier, gives it a nicer finish when you're creating a hanger. It's just one of the pro tips that we share here with you today. You don't have to wire it though, or you don't have to tape it though. You can just use a plain wire. Bundles of wire are 5 stems of 22 gauge wire for $1.50. Okay, this little guy gets shaped out like a star. So if you get this started, you're gonna have little greens popping upwards, and we'll be able to use the stem to help hang our swag if you want to also. They kind of come in handy later. So there we have that little guy at the background. Then we have a pre-made, and it does make it so much easier when this is a mixed bundle of pre-made things. It has berries, leaves, and a little faux branchy piece going on here. So that makes it nice because you're getting all those components in one stem. Then we just have to arrange our ranunculus. So I'm going to hold this in my hand and kind of thread through these in a staggered way, because you don't want them all stacked on a pile. You kind of want to pull them into a little staggered positioning. Let's show you how that looks. There's 3 staggered in place. We're going to put one going upwards. So I'm going to thread his stems through here. There we go. And we're also having one more left. I'm gonna put him in the middle. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 down here at the bottom, 1 pointing upwards at the top. And before I put my bow on, I'm gonna use a little piece of wire to go around there. Just thread this through my hand and make sure I don't, oops, I missed a stem. Make sure I don't drop this whole thing that I've so carefully arranged. Get that tightened up. There we go. And then if you are using the bow that comes with it, the bow is going to help you make a hanger as well. So I can see that my stems here that I don't need, I can trim off a little bit of the ranunculus stems. They're plastic. They're not as useful. But the paper wrap stems from the cedar spray and the craterberry bundle, they actually can become helpful in making forming a little hook. Depending what you're putting this on, it's just a little trick. I wouldn't cut them off because they might help you stabilize it in your design. And one wire isn't enough to hold everything together without them coming out of position. So we're going to use the bow itself as a second wire over top of everything, and that's going to go underneath your top ranunculus, obviously flowing downwards. That's the kind of the point of the lantern swag, is to be teardrop shaped. So let's wire that bow around our stems for wrap number 2. That helps a lot. Just to have 2 different locations of wire definitely is beneficial. And I'm going to cut off my extra wire there because my hanger is the little extra tape stems. There we go. Shape, shape, shape. That's the next thing. You can take your heavy gauge wire in this ribbon and spiral it.
That's super thick wire in there.
It's this company does outstanding wire. We can also spiral a little bit of the branch piece if you'd like, and then get your ribbon tucked back a bit so it's not just floating across the top. It's always helpful to integrate it and give it a little tuck in there. Okay, that is looking fun. There we have it. Let's try our lantern swag on our lantern. See, we've got our mesh bronze lantern here today. We usually can just use these little hooks to hook on the top of the lantern almost always has some kind of open loop or open area that you can hook onto. That works great. Size and scale, super cute lantern swag.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
That looks great. So I just added that little glass piece and a Thea flame in there.
Thea flame's kind of big.
Just to fill it out a little bit.
That's
yeah, it's a
working.
little big, but I just grabbed it because it was next to me.
Pumpkins. Pumpkin
So,
lantern.
Yeah. I love these
Okay.
lanterns. I am gutting my front porch this weekend and putting those on my porch with my fall. I'm excited.
Nice. I'll have to cruise by slowly and check it out.
Okay, we had a few questions. This is a fun one. Marcia says she has a lantern still in good shape, but it needs a good coat of paint. What color would you paint it?
I think black's always classic. And if you're worried about outdoor use, you can get that grill paint.
Yes.
Grill paint or Krylon metal for
I will say,
anti-rust paint.
If you want a color though, our sage color lanterns were top sellers.
True.
So that's always
Sage
your
is
color.
unusual for us to find, and whenever we find sage lanterns, they sell out. So
Yeah.
you could paint it sage. That'd be a great
Color
idea.
lanterns are fun.
You can also buy hammered metal paints.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
a hammered
bronzies.
finish could be hammered bronze. That would be very trendy right now.
And then
too.
Deborah was hoping that you could show this off, the Autumn Cottage Falling Ivy.
Okay.
Fun! What are you guys thinking of our first kits? How many did we do? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe? I already lost count. Can you
I
believe
have
it? This is the ivy you were after, Deborah. It's mostly unwired, right, Mom?
It is. There's a wire up through here. These pieces do not have wire in them. They're just meant to drape. So your wire only goes through the center core. But that's so it will do this. And it does look beautiful out of the front of a planter if you want to use it outside. And if you're using it inside, it's going to drape gorgeous out of a wreath. If you cut it apart, you've got 3 nice chunks there. And all ribbons on sale. So gorgeous ribbon. Our fall ribbon is going to be 2 varieties now. Our classic single-sided ribbon, which is always for price and value going to be your best value because you get a lower price point in all these single face ribbons. There is a nice selection with metallic on it this year because our metallic accent in our cornucopia collection has been so strong. We make sure we have some good ribbons to support it. So that one has a little metallic on it. This one has a little metallic on it. It goes with this guy. So these are great pairing right here in rust with a touch of gold. And we have a harvest kind of pumpkin floral ribbon. Goes great with this macrame overlay. Love those together. And for a third pattern that complements, I'd put all 3 of these in one bow. A cotton stripe. All these are single face ribbons. Single face ribbons. This is the only plum ribbon with a gold edge. It's a very brown plum. Gorgeous color. We are inexpensive. All these bolts are probably $20 or less. And these are your brighter orange tones for fall to Halloween. I could see mixing this one with black and white, which would be great, like a black and white stripe for a Halloween look. And then we do have this double face. So here's a cotton double face ribbon. This is the one that we had the design earlier. It is plaid on one side and floral on the other. So this is going to be a heavier weight of ribbon when it's doubled up like this. A little higher price point, but gorgeous plum tones with burgundy. Hard to find good ribbon in that color palette. And then you're going to find a bunch of these guys. Now here's a basket that I have started. Now here's my basket of open ones. So we've got a double face selection of, just like this blue one we just used, these are really heavyweight wired ribbons that are double face antique satin, velvet with antique satin on the back. Grab me anything. Cognac velvet with a glitter back, like a charcoal, well, it's gray glitter over cognac. This is gorgeous taupe. I haven't even opened this one yet. Is it open down here? Oh man, this is so pretty. I haven't used this yet. That has an antique satin back and a velvet front. So all of these are new brands Love that. There we go. So we've seen all the doubles, all the heavy wired. You're going to find this one online. Bronze and chartreuse green or goldy tone.
And they're all 15% off.
They are.
Let's see. Carol, the candle ring I used in the metal lantern. Let me check really quick. I forgot the name.
Oh, yeah, that little guy.
It's called the Brilliant Maple Candle Ring. I can talk. Brilliant is the key word there to find that one.
Let's put these over here.
Yay! Love it, Linda. Tracy, I took your message and sent it in Facebook Messenger. If you want any of these pieces, do let Kayla know via Facebook Messenger. She is in charge. I'm not in charge. I would probably make a mistake, so she's in charge.
She's in charge. Okay.
Fun.
Next up.
Okay, so the 15% off. You guys are taking advantage. I see all your orders coming in. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited for this next kit.
I'm happy that we have all these fun things for you. And there's such a variety of colors this year. We have crossed many different color palettes with our fall this season.
Is that the hazelnut crush?
Yes.
Okay.
I dropped it, but it's here.
Goodie.
So I have to disassemble. They get assembled for photography, then I got to disassemble and reassemble.
Put it together, take it apart, put
Hang
it together.
on. She's trying to help me get them pre-arranged and taken apart, but this one didn't get there.
I see this one off the swag too.
Okay. Yes, I did get that one ready to go. So there's a lot of fun ones today.
Is this too small?
Nope, it'll be just fine. It'll be great with white pumpkins.
By the way, we got in Tyler Fall Candles, pumpkin spice, and mulled cider from Tyler Candles, made in Tyler, Texas. Mulled cider's my favorite, but
Tyler Candle Brand is one of those last holdouts that they really are loyal to their small retailers. They do not undercut us selling all over the place. It's nice to be able to have that line. Since Kate was born, we've had that line.
that's what I was telling you, like 20 years.
This has been in our company as long as she's been alive. And they've been in existence just before that. I think they started
25 years.
25 years they've been in business. Okay. This is a beautiful little spray here. I can see that we've got it all wrapped around each other. There we go.
All right.
Now we're ready.
And I am recording all of these videos, so you'll be able to go watch them later, you guys.
All separated out, so you don't actually have to watch the whole Facebook. You'll be able to key in on the one you want, right?
Yes.
They're going to be separated.
Yeah, we'll have to airdrop these to my phone. Don't forget.
Don't leave without getting
Okay,
these
so this
videos.
is a fall table swag?
It is.
Okay, here we go.
Let's make a fall table swag today. This is going to be the softer colors of autumn without being orange. Something muted, something new. We have these gorgeous Real Touch sunflowers this year. And the Real Touch are just soft and pliable flowers, not fabric, but a different type of foam material. We've got 2 stems coming in your bundle today. We've got 2 stems of this weathered berry that bridges on a beige to mauve beige tone. Gorgeous berry. Very distressed. We have a pumpkin spray. We're going to do a single pumpkin spray in this design. I have curled the stem up here instead of cutting it off because paper wrap stems, when cut, unravels, so that's just a curled stem at the bottom. And then we have our mountain grass bush, a great filler, inexpensive, outdoor safe also, if it's useful for you. Okay, we're going to lay this out with just a stacking method and then wire at the end. So let's get all of our components stacked and prepped. The kit maybe comes with wire. Let's find out if the kit comes
Swag,
with wire.
yes, I bet so.
It'll come with 5 22 gauge wires. If you would like to plan ahead, you could wrap some tape around a couple wires. And a taped wire makes a very nice way of creating a hanger. It looks a little bit more tidy when there's tape on the wire. We're just fanning these out to sort of bring some balance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can put 4 on each side of the center. And that creates the base of the swag. We'll be able to pull those little stems up and through later. So just like that. Then we can lay this piece out one direction, this piece out the other direction. And don't be afraid to integrate and weave them together. In the end, it's going to look good if they are not just looking stacked. You want to be able to blend them. So that is working here. Then we've got a pumpkin spray. Let's get that in place. We curled the stem. We pulled a leaf spray, 2 leaf sprays back, and you do have 2 different pumpkins, but if you shape your stem like this, it'll look balanced enough in your design. Doesn't have to be perfect, but enough is the key word there. And we're going to nestle that down in the center of all these berries. That gives you a nice focal point with the way the pumpkins fall in the middle. Okay, next up we have the 2 different sunflowers. So one of them's been cut. I'll probably cut the second one off as well, but this is just to show you that this is the stem length that it came with. All these stems, by the way, are sold individually. If you just see a single stem that you like, you can click into the link on our website for the bundle, and it will link you to each individual stem.
It won't link.
It won't link? It just lists them?
You just copy it.
So then you can just type in the name and it'll show in your search bar. Got it. This is laying in this way. So we have a left and a right sunflower tucked in on the sides of the pumpkins. So it is sunflower, pumpkin, pumpkin, sunflower. That makes a balanced swag, and then you just need to get a couple of wires in the center to bring it all together. Let's do that. So I've got my taped wire ready to go, and that is just wrapping floral tape over your wire, twisting it in there. It's a little bit of a learning curve to get good at that. There we go. And I am going to use pliers to tighten that down, make sure I get everything good and snug so nothing slips apart on me. There we go. And a second wire. I'm going to use 2 wires specifically so I have nice long wire lengths so that I can also, in the back, form my hanger from the extra length of the wire. So that's another neat little trick. It will make a bar hanger in the back so that this, if you choose to use it later on the wall, could have a horizontal hanger on it. There we go. Now the sunflowers and the pumpkins come together in the middle to create a very nice full swag in the center. If you feel like you wanted ribbon, you could certainly at this point work the ribbon in, do a couple loops and some tails, pull the tails through the swag. I have not worked on a ribbon to go with this look, but we could probably find something. I think our bows are all a little big, and I don't know that we have all our bows here to show. There we go. My hanger is now a bar hanger formed out of the 2 longer wires coming out the back. So that's how I make them. You can do however you like, but in the end, you just need it to be able to hang if you choose to. Okay, the last step is shaping it, because shaping is the way that it looks finished. You have to sort of roll the stems around a little bit, move them to blend, because everything is still stacked from how we layered it. But if you have an open, airy swag like this, you do have the ability when you lay it in your tray to get lots of things tucked in around it. If it's not so full and so fat that it's not got any space left, something like this that is open and airy will create a nice base to pop our candlesticks through or layer in more pumpkins on a tray.
Beautiful. That's our swag kit.
Very nice.
And then I figured we do a separate of how to style the swag kit. Can I start that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's style this fall swag kit.
So this is just prepped and ready, nice, open and airy. We're going to use one of our newest trays today, and we have some interesting little fabric pumpkin choices That will bring it all together. A wood one, some fabric ones, and one little trick in our nice deep basket is to use a vintage book as a riser. We have lots of books from doing lots of garage sale, thrift shop scrounging, but if you get these nice big books that will lay flat, the page open gives you height while really adding something interesting to the look. So let's put him in there at an angle and lay our swag across it. That way we got a little extra surface, so when we start layering our pumpkins in there, or if we add a candlestick or two, it will elevate it right away so it's not dropped inside the basket too deeply. This way it will show up. Let's tuck him back down in here, him back down in there. You can just tuck and fit it all together and nestle the things in.
This is the medium tray, by the way.
Medium, okay. What's the title of this tray?
The rattan basket tray. Do you have a name on those? Is it a twisted pillar?
I don't know. They're brand new and they're ceramic, by the way.
Oh, found it. Yep, twisted pillar.
This is our set of singly, sold singly.
Single, yep, small and large.
That hold 3-inch candles. And then we can use this little pumpkin, wedged it back here on the back. There we have it. A gorgeous little tray design with all kinds of interesting things and our new swag.
Okay. Good.
Very pretty.
That's beautiful. Cheryl was asking, do you know the color of our door? It kind of was just
No. I have used different stains layered up.
Yes.
That top can would be potentially pickled oak.
Well, it was a yellowy wood door that we stained.
Oh,
so
it's
it
a pine door,
yes.
So we had to make the door to become less green. You know how the pine comes through and makes it look orangey, goldy, greeny? Really bad colors generally.
I love that. I thought we could do that drop-in neck since it matches that and or that centerpiece.
Okay.
Oh, but before you start it, I wanted to mention the base sale because that one gets a lot of questions.
What is a base in the world of magnolias? That's the true question. She's trying to bring me your samples. Here, you disassemble that quick. So, in the world of magnolias, what is a base? It must not just need to be a fall to be part of the sale. So we've got many gorgeous choices, but when they come from the vendors, is it just the fall? Oh, there's a green tea leaf in there. So this piece is pre-made from the vendor. It's already been designed for you. You do need to shape it a lot. They need to be puffed up. They usually come pretty flat. So these are going to be part of our 15% off sale for 4 days for the DIY event. And these are easy to design into when they have a structure behind them. Those are 2 great choices. Here's the first one I had designed for you. So there are some teardrop shapes. There are some wreath shapes, and it also includes the fall garlands. This one, I think there may be one coordinating garland to go with it. This has a coordinating salal garland.
I'm going to drop a link in the comments to the base florals.
There you go. Check out that link because there's all kinds of goodies that might surprise you in there.
And it is wreaths, candle rings, garlands. So behind Mom, I used the UV Protect Jelly Bean Garland, which this weekend is on sale for 31 bucks. And the new Liam garland, which is 49 bucks this weekend. And I just twisted them together and used that. So 4 total pieces, 2 on either side.
This design here went with that swag up there. Okay, next up, we're going to get to use this gorgeous cosmos.
Yay.
Let's check that out. All right.
Find the name of this design quick.
That is going to be a fun combo.
Is this the sweater weather?
It is sweater weather.
Okay.
Sweater weather.
It feels like sweater.
Weather.
Talk today.
It's sweathery weather. Sweathery.
Am I sweaty in your sweater weather? Cold in the morning,
Wishful
hot in the
thinking.
afternoon. That's what happens around here.
I don't think it was ever cold today.
It was chilly, I thought.
You thought?
I thought. Do you want a different vase for this one?
I would prefer, but I do not see one over there.
You can cut it to size to this one, can't you?
I can. Mm-hmm.
Because I think it would look really nice in this.
That would be great. Let's go boho, huh? This is one of our Sedona vases. They come in 3 sizes, so if you need a fun vase made out of paulownia wood, that is a really great look. Okay.
All right, ready for a fall drop-in?
We are.
Okay.
We're ready to design the fall drop-in today. This drop-in is called Sweater Weather, and it's simple, easy components, not too hard to put together. You don't want anything too challenging. You just need to enjoy yourself, right? We're going to drop it into the Sedona vase. That is the largest size. The medium size? Oh,
Medium
this is
Sedona.
not the largest. And this one is going to have a drilled out opening that doesn't go completely to the bottom of the structure. So we're going to need to design it to fit this vase. And it may end up being a little shorter than it would be at your home in your vase. You have plenty of stem length if this piece needs to sit in something tall, like a 16-inch tall vase. It certainly would. So we're starting out with our Queen Anne's lace. It is a plastic Queen Anne's lace, but it really has a fun texture to it. It looks dried without the crumbly mess of drieds. Then we're going to use a weathered cream berry spray. That one has a distressed twig structure as the stem, which helps it look more vintage also. Let's tuck that guy in, and we sort of just need to make sure they support each other and that their stems stay centered, so we can twist and arrange them through each other a little bit. There we go. Get them balanced. Then we've got our cosmos in 2 colors, both a burgundy and a cream color. Love that because you just want to see all of these cosmos together. They're gorgeous together. I'm eyeballing where the bottom is apparently on this vase. And also I'm going to check the length and dab the bottom of the paper stem with glue, because paper wrap stems are notorious for unwrapping, so we don't want that to happen. We're going to go like so and dip both of the ends just so that they get coated and let them dry a minute. And then we're also using these 2 little sedum sprays, which pull a mauve-y tone. They're kind of a mauve dusty rose color, and get those in place as well. So let's pop those in quick. 1 for each side so you get the fullness in the round for sure. There we are. Okay, nice filler stem. It is a plastic stem, but it's nice and fine, so it makes an excellent filler. Then we can work in our 2 cosmos stems. Let's put them back to back, meeting in the middle, the center of the design here. That'll work out well. 1 on each side, and you can probably pull them around through each other to get the colors a little bit better blended. So I can pull one of the mauve ones that direction and pull the white one this direction and help them balance the color between the 2. And there we have it. That's pretty easy. We'll add a little wire to it and secure it. Now remember, wherever your bundle is dropping into the vase, at the neck of the vase, don't put the wire right there because it will squeeze the whole bundle together or be visible. So instead I mark it where my hands are, the top of the vase, and then I go a little bit below that and work down from that point rather than having it be visible or having it squeeze your stems together too high up. We want to maintain the fullness. So I'm going to put 2 wire scraps about 1 inch apart, and then a bendy vine chunk will give us a little stem wrap. Do we have a hole? Here we go.
Yep.
And that is part of a bundle that comes like this. So if you purchase a bundle of what we call bendy vine, it is a wrapped twig spray that is wired, a wrapped wire twig spray. So we just work on cutting off sections of this and use individual strands as decorative stem wrap or other reasons. I use them in swags. I use them for structure. This morning I was even using it to design my fall Christmas tree. It is the most convenient little twig effect piece ever. So we are going to go over top of the ugly wires with a little bit of pretty vine and give it a wrap and a twist. Also can become a stabilizing measure if your vase has a wider opening and it flops around. This wire loosely wrapped will help support it. So in this scenario, my stems fit snugly. I can just use my extra vine to loop around and give a little bit of twiggy interest to the look here in the piece. There you have it, a really fun vase drop-in, vintage, and a lighter look for fall.
Gorgeous. And that was the Sedona vase again.
The Sedona vase.
Asking. So Cheryl, that is the medium Sedona vase. Here it is. It is on sale for the weekend. Originally $56, on sale for $48.
$48. It matches the wide and the short one.
Do you want one?
Yes.
Here's the short. We got it?
It's big.
That one.
Here are your 3 sizes. Boom, boom, boom.
Technically, this one is the large.
This is the large.
Yeah.
This is the medium. This is the small. There we go. 3 different prices, all the same concept, but you should probably have them all. They look great together.
They do, yeah.
They complement each other really well together.
I'll put them in the shopping bag icon.
Now the other thing about this drop-in and the others that we designed is they may work in our new wall pockets also.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look. So these new wall pockets that are bark just arrived. They are lined wall pockets, so they have a vinyl liner inside. The small one, rustic wood wall basket, $29.50. The large one, not tagged correctly.
Yeah, they're tagged backwards. The small is on sale for $19. The large is on sale for $25.
Okay. I'm just going to cut the tag off because that's the wrong tag. There we go. And I think if we tried this, it probably works in both baskets, depending which size of basket you wanted.
Also have this.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Here it is in that size. It's tall, sticking out quite a bit. We can snug it down. That's how it fits in there. So these are going to be on sale. These would be easy to design in. Just takes a few stems dropped in there. There we go. That one, nice and airy, really vintage vibe. Look at how pretty that is. Fits great. I like the large one personally with this design. And then we also have 2 sizes of new galvanized metal wall pockets. These have little keyhole notches on the back. Grace and Grit wall baskets are $19.50 or $27.50. Let's see how it looks in this tall one here. Nice, that's perfect in there, just right. So if this drop-in is something you want to make, great, buy the bundle. If you want us to design it, buy the bundle and then send a message asking for it to be designed for you, and the team will add on
See, they're doing that.
the shipping.
So you're checking out, and then a lot of people are just adding an order note right before you hit the checkout button and saying, can you design this for me? And then we go back and charge you labor, starting at $20, maybe going up to $35 for a really large porch pot.
I don't think we have too many large things,
Yeah,
so it's
there's maybe
mostly
one large
smaller labor amounts, but we can get that designed for you. So
Yeah.
new wall baskets also part of the 4-day sale. Today's the first day. Okay, this goes with this.
A little interim,
Here.
we'll talk about candle rings on sale. All of our fall candle rings. I think I maybe have one of everything here.
We might. Okay, my favorite. Love this
Might
paprika
be one of
color.
everything.
Paprika color, so I'm going to try to say the names of all these. Are you linking them all?
I'm going to
or-
do one link to fall
Okay.
candle rings in the comments. You can also find this just by going to our website, magnoliasne.com. Under the fall drop down, hit base florals.
So this is called the russet cone candle ring. This one does not have the title on the tag unless Kate knows it. And this one is called, oh, we don't know.
You want me to just list them off? Here we go. The setting sun leaves candle ring, what you're holding, on sale for $25. What was the one you had up before?
This one?
That one is the Pine Cone Fall Mixed Candle Ring, on sale for $14.
That's a great deal. This little baby gypsophilia one.
The Emmeline Candle Ring, on sale for $20.
Smallest one. This is new, the biggest one.
The new Liam Pumpkin Mini Wreath Candle Ring, because it could also be a French door wreath, on sale for $39.
6-inch opening.
That one's the big one.
Another 6-inch.
Bittersweet, I think that's the large one for $19.
Okay.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a
they
great
have
look.
the wreath labeled a candle ring. I'll fix it. That one is the Berry Leaf Candle Ring for $25.
Here's the one asked about in the lantern earlier.
Yes, I love the color. It's $19 today. The Brilliant Maple Candle Ring.
Very vibrant.
And then the Amber Waves Candle Ring. Beautiful neutral one.
Good for layering. Probably like these two things together. Layering them up looks really pretty. That combo is great. Okay, so that is a sale price selection of candle rings today.
Yes, so fall candle rings are included in the deal. So they are 15% off.
Okay.
Cheryl, the drop-in kit she just did was the Sweater Weather drop-in kit, item number 38 in your shopping, right there, man, that white tub. White, right there. Yep, that's what you got. Sweater Weather drop-in kit, on sale for $53, so you're getting $10 off this weekend on the kit. And our base florals, which are wreaths, candle rings, garlands, those are all 15% off for fall items. I'm loving this purpley color palette for fall. You guys are too. It's been very popular. So we're going to do a little centerpiece design called Meadow at Dusk centerpiece kit. This one is originally $52. You're going to get it for $44 this weekend. And what is a kit? A kit is essentially, it's like paint by numbers but for flowers.
Right.
That's the best way we've found to describe it. You get all the components to make this piece. You will recreate it at home. You can watch the videos later when you get it at home, or just make it, go with the flow. Now this one has floral foam sold separately because you really only need a half brick.
You only need a little piece,
Yeah.
not even a half brick, like a third.
So,
a third of a brick would do
but
it.
it does come with the container.
Okay. Oh yeah, we gotta start the video and I gotta move this mat because it's not cooperating.
That's fine.
Here, I gotta stand on something.
Is it going?
There.
Okay.
Got it.
Alrighty. So ready for
Yes.
a little fall centerpiece? Okay.
Let's design a mini fall centerpiece today. Okay, we have the bronze container
Lincoln
and
pot.
the Lincoln
pot.
pot. It does not come with foam in the kit because the foam is only using a third of a brick. You may have a small piece at home, but the foam is linked if you would need it. It comes with a pumpkin pick spray, 2 of the full stems. Is this an anemone, I think? We had the stems removed here, so these are shortened.
Plum anemone.
But they are the purpley toned anemone. And this little spray, which is a fun little weed effect item. And a bundle of 3 stems that are mini leaves in a weathered white gray finish, of which I lost one piece. We'll find him later. And that is the set that comes together, just like so. The moss is sold separately. It's just a little scrap of moss. You don't need much. You may have that at home too, and you don't need a whole bag. So to assemble it, we're going to use some glue off camera here to dip. The foam chunk was glued in. If you don't want to make it permanent, you sure don't have to glue it. Just tuck it in there. And our pumpkin pick is going to be offset to one side. It does have some nice fillers attached to it, thankfully, so that helps a lot. That's a bigger stem, so I'm going to stick that one in first. Then top it in with a little moss. You could use green sheet moss. You could use no moss and just try to get the leaves to nestle down and hide your foam also. Or use some additional scrap leaves. That could work too. Then let's put in our filler stem since it's the next fullest thing here. There we go. We're going to get that guy. This is going to be a little bit of an asymmetrical design, so offset to one side. That is the center of the pot, so a left and a right item of the center. Then we're going to fan our 2 anemone stems through the center as well. Here we go. And we're going to add the second one in the middle. Side by side probably works best. You can always sort of arrange them and spiral them around later also. There we go. Okay. Now those little anemones are just meant to look weedy and natural. So in order to shape them, you can actually use a little curling method on the stem. If you give the stem a small little curl around your finger, it helps you kind of point and direct the heads of the stems whichever way you want it. It gives it a bit more decorative flair too. So we've got them sort of fanning out and around that way. Then you've got 3 chunks of filler stems. So you cut those off and pop those in. Make sure when you insert them that you're getting the bottom leaf all the way onto the foam, because that's going to help you fill it in the best. Your design, the leaves, if they lay on the foam, will look more full. There's one there. Here's one here. Just kind of fan them around the pumpkin spray, depending how full you want it. If you want it a smaller design in the end, then maybe cut a couple of these stems in half to make it more condensed is the word. Condensed and compact together in one word. There we go. That is it. A simple little design with some soft color. There we have it.
Gorgeous.
Something that doesn't require a lot of effort. Instant gratification without a lot of stress. Isn't that what we're all about? Hopefully so. This is our charcoal Madagascar tray, and it is the perfect size since it's the small version. Let's see if we can nestle that in there with some pumpkins. It makes a great tray filler. I love this neutral palette. Wow, how pretty is that? That is gorgeous color. So we've got a little fluffy pumpkin here in a fleece? No, he's not fleece. What's that finish? It's not velvet, it's not fleece. We don't know. Let's put him back behind for the back of the tray, and then use this one off to the front of the tray, along with one more of our candle holders positioned in there for a little lamplight. Look at that. Very cute. Very cute today.
That's a good coffee table or dining table design.
Really little. Doesn't need to take up much space for you. Okay. Well, fabulous. That was easy enough.
Easy peasy.
Can do that, no problem. What's up next today? We've got time for a couple more designs, I bet. More stems on sale.
Stems on sale.
Stems on sale through the weekend. So again, we have April 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And the sunflowers this year are amazing because we have all of these sunflowers that are real touch. Have we talked about them? Have you heard about them? I think the day Kate did sunflowers when I was on vacation was
National Sunflower Day.
okay. Hopefully that was the day. All of these sunflowers are real touch. Some kind of foam silicone fabric composite, which is unique and different just this year. This is the first year I've seen these available. So you can't go wrong with something this beautiful. Love the look today. And then we also have lots of bright traditional orange color. You've got this locust leaf, one of my favorites, a returning winner from last year because it's light and airy. You've got a gorgeous Chinese lantern here. I'm using this right now in my fall Christmas tree that you'll see a video of next week. I have a maple leaf, Japanese maple leaf style of spray today. Look at how they printed that. It's distressed and looks a little bit like a weathered leaf. It has lots of realism to it. Then we've got a gorgeous, what is this one called? That one is a magnolia leaf, okay. It comes with a berry, but look at how it's gradiated in color. From red to orange with plastic berries on a paper wrap stem, so more of an indoor stem if you want to use it in a protected area otherwise. A light kind of pinky orange color here, more of a paprika orange. It's a happy orange. I like that color. a good tall outdoor stem if you'd like to use it. This one, incidentally, I think looks good with the mauve tones. If you want to head the direction of mauve, that lends itself well that way. And this one's going to be more of a off color too. It's not true orange, not red, it's somewhere in the middle. A really pretty oak leaf spray. The ginkgo spray, we have this bright color this year. Instead of the aspen leaves, we're doing ginkgo.
Obsessed with the ginkgo.
Looks super showy. Just like 5 of these in a big vase is all you need to make a really strong statement for fall. That's a statement leaf. So is this one. This year, this piece is called a grape ivy leaf. And it's a little bit more burgundy than last year's purple tone. So it's similar, but more to the burgundy. And then our classic returning winner every year, these bushes are the best for outdoor use. You can easily have them outside for 3 years plus. It is a great filler stem. It's huge. It doesn't say UV resistant, but from experience, we sell it every year and know it does a great job outside. So that is your lineup of some of the fall stems today that are absolutely part of our sale, and you can take advantage of 15% off today.
Lovely.
Okay, let's make another item.
Someone was asking about a jar I showed yesterday. I think it was this,
Okay.
potentially. The Fall Harmony. And we're going to actually use it here in a minute.
Oops. Sorry, I'm dropping stones.
Ah.
There we go. There we go.
We're going to do a vertical swag.
Okay.
And I thought if you wanted to, you could put it on this big lantern.
Oh, that'd be pretty. Yes, let's
So
do
then
that.
I'm going to put this in the big lantern when you're done.
It goes. Okay.
And here's a thingy, vertical door swag. I don't know what this one's called. I'll find out. So many kits.
We're making a lot of stuff today.
Okay, let me see what this one is. Renee, was that the one you were after? I think it's called the Fall Harmony. Here it is. This one, the Thankful Blooms Swag Kit. Uh-oh, why does it say one left? Something in the kit's almost sold out. I'll check. Oh, now it says out of stock.
Is it this?
I don't know.
We should make something different.
Let me...
I can switch gears and do this wreath over here.
Yeah, you want to do the wreath instead? And I'll figure out... Kayla, are you watching? Can you help me figure out what in that kit is sold out?
Okay, we'll show the kit when we fix the problem. And it's going to have a fabulous bow, so stay tuned.
Sometimes the bows sell out, so I wonder if it's the bow.
Could be the bow. I would guess it's the pumpkin spray. Would be at risk.
Let's see. This one's fine.
This
No,
is...
pumpkin spray, we have plenty.
Okay.
I
Big
bet it's the bow.
compliment.
It's the bow.
Want to
Can we
take...
make more of those bows?
Yes.
I could just quick.
Kelsey needs to make them.
I'm going to put
Yeah.
in 5 more, and I will tell Kayla to have her make 10 more, probably.
I'll have to make them.
You'll have to make them? Okay. So I'm putting in 5 of that bow. So you can do that design
Okay.
now. Sorry.
Well,
It's just-
you
if
guys want to
something
see
says
all
sold
of it.
out, it's always like, what's sold out of the bundle? Because if one thing in the bundle sells out, then the whole bundle says sold out. Harvest bow
Okay, so fix it. I'll make more.
times 5. Okay.
Got it.
I am ready, Freddy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hang in there, everybody.
Ready.
Let's make a door swag today. This one's going to be a stacked door swag hanging vertically on your door with some fun components. Let's do the lineup. We've got an oak leaf spray today in this fun rusty red color. We're using our Cosmos once again. This spray is an oats spray, but they call it a wheat spray. So if you're shopping for it on our online store, it's been called a wheat spray. And it is great texture. Even though it's completely made of plastic, it looks like a dried material item. Our Cosmos in the Harvesty Gold color. Our berry spray here, I think it's a hawthorn berry. It's the orangey red combination and a little pumpkin pick to top it all off. So the pumpkin pick is going to be the top of the design. So this is almost stacking itself. You're just going to lay it all out in a stack and incorporate the stems after you do, one to the next, blending them together. But the trick is the shaping. So generally, I just like to get the design stacked up, just like so. Not too complicated. Whatever length looks good to your eye. Here, when we lift it up, I'm going to say, let's pull that piece down a little bit longer. That fills in nicely, that fills in nicely. And then you top it all off with the pumpkin spray right up here at the top. But we're still leaving room for some fullness with a big bow. So I see this bow has a tag. Is it sold with the kit or is it sold
It is sold
separately?
with the kit because it was necessary to make it gorgeous.
Okay. It looks like it's also sold individually.
It is also sold individually.
So this bow is going to be pre-tied for you. These thicker bows with the double-faced ribbon are harder to tie, so this is part of your kit as well. And we're going to, before wiring the bow on, we're first going to put 1 or 2 wires around our swag to make sure we've got him locked in so that none of our stems are going to roll away. And use a wire that's coming with the kit, I assume, as well. Let's see, you get your wire, 5 of them in a bundle at 22 gauge size. There we go. And I'm going to use one more little piece of wire so that 2 of them together will form my circle hanger on the back. You always want to think about what your hanger needs to be, because does it go over a door hanger for a wreath, which then needs to be a wider opening, or does it go on a little nail or screw on the door? Depends. That makes a difference in how large your hanger is formed. But I just use 2 lengths of wire to form together a circle, and that is my hanger. So that's going on next. Then we'll add the bow. So it's a pretty easy swag to put together. Probably the trick is in shaping it to get the final finish the way you like it. There we have a nice circle hanger made right here. And that's made with taped wires. So I put tape over top of my wires to make them tacky. It does make a nicer finish in your hanger. Okay. All of this still needs some more shaping, but we're going to use this, what seems to be a pretty large bow, right over the top of the whole situation, and make sure our sunflower peeks out here. Your sunflower is actually going to end up in the middle of the bow. So this is all double-faced ribbon, and this bow as part of the design means you don't have to worry about fighting to tie a bow. It's tied for you. If you'd like us to put this together, we sure can. You just have to request the extra assembly labor be added to your ticket. I am wiring this one on here. There we have it, and you've got some extra stems sticking out the top, so you can trim off any of the plastic ones, and the ones that are taped either have to have a little glue dipped on the end so that they don't unravel if you cut them, or you can leave them on and bend them as part of the hanger on a lantern if you want to. If you're going to hang it over something, a basket, a lantern, it might be helpful to leave the wired stems on and just go like this. Depends what you've got going on. That might be a helpful way for it to hang. If not, cut them off and put some glue so that it doesn't unravel for you. Okay, we just tuck those ribbons down in there. Pull your stems so they're all visible. I'm going to tuck this wide ribbon to the back so it is the background, not laying on top of my stems. There you go.
Gorgeous.
Okay, there you have it.
That is so pretty. So I have this, and we only have this size left, and so I thought we would style it.
Okay, this lantern, the large size, is the last of its kind. Wow, what a stunning combo. A little gold edge lantern with the black on the edge, and then the gold lined cylinder. How pretty is that? You can see the pumpkins glowing through on the cylinder. And inside our Fia flame. This is not the gold color, but the natural color, the white color. You could also use the gold color, which would bring it into a warmer tone, more like the swag. So here with these long stems, we can actually just, the structure of this lantern and many of our lanterns have the openings, so you can either hook it on the top ring, or you can hook it through the lantern structure here. Let's maybe move it up to the top and see how that looks.
You could also switch out our front door wreath if you wanted to. Pretty. And when you're making these, if you know what you're putting it on, like your front door or your lantern, you can adjust this kit to size, shorten it up or lengthen it a little bit.
True, you
Get
could.
it exactly how you need it.
Very pretty. That's a lot of floral on that swag. Okay, love that look. And these lanterns must be going quick. That's a very good fall to Christmas type of lantern.
Large left. And I see Sharon just bought one.
Okay.
I wanted to mention our mums are on sale. This is something I whipped up yesterday.
Mums all
That
the time.
basket is on sale.
So this little mum bush is the same size as the plum one you see here. Burgundy with leaves as fillers, or here is the plum color. So they're available in fabric, both burgundy, plum, and gold tone. This one is a little bit larger, so just know that this bush has more blooms on it. It's a lot bigger and fuller. This is a little bit smaller amount of blooms. Both of them can go outside. They are not UV, but they are meant to be, we use them outside and they'll get some time in the sun for you. This is the burgundy bundled up in combination with a pre-made spray. So it's the single bush with a pre-made leaf spray that has the little assortment of orange tone leaves that you see in there. In our new messenger basket wall pocket. Love that. Here is how cute that is. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You guys have some fun new things to play with. All of these items just came in recently, just in the nick of time for you to do your DIY. And then here we have the outdoor safe UV mum bushes. So we did use one of these earlier in orange. Here it is in burgundy. Looks like they're two different structures. This one has a, does this one come with a matching stake?
Yeah, the stake is attached to it.
The stake is attached. Here it is. So the stake right here is going to go on the bottom, and you can stake this into the ground just like a cemetery pick. So it's going to work right into your dirt in your planter or into your yard. If you just aren't growing any mums, this can be your mum. Now these are UV promoted. So this one, it has the stem integrated. This one comes with the stake. They can go outside and they're UV protected as well. So brand new, very, very vibrant. Love that color. Okay, we have time for one more.
The orange ones go in the basket behind you, and then I can take the others.
We're layering and stacking. Okay.
Got it.
Beautiful.
Okay.
That looks pretty. All right, everyone. How about one more swag today?
And then these are some tray options for you.
So I think this bundle of bendy vine may not be complete bundle. Can you tell me about that?
About what's in the kit?
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe it is.
It has floral wire, Canadian maple leaf, 2 rustling leaf pumpkins, an orange wash currant berry, and the natural look bendy vine.
Okay, so this is how they come. You're going to get one.
It's stuck together. Yeah.
Well, I think that this isn't, you're getting only this.
The leaf in the basket,
Okay.
Renee, let me find that and I will comment the link to you momentarily.
We did, it's this one right here.
Yes. I need to look at the name. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. It's a really nice little drop-in pick.
Mary, hello, she's late to the party. Mary. Well, we have, it's already $149, so I was gonna do this, and then if you wanted to run a little long, that wreath was gonna be my finale. And then we have a whole bunch more kits tomorrow. We're gonna start at 9 a.m. as normal and go for several hours.
Not several. We're going for 2.
2, that's several.
Several indicates, I don't know, 4 or 5. I'm thinking maybe.
Really? I always think, oh, I'm sorry, a couple is 2.
A couple is 2.
A couple of hours. Okay, I found that leaf I mixed with the basket yesterday. It's the orange yellow leaf bush, and it is online on sale right now for $20. I will put the link in the comments.
That's how it comes. Mixed with the mum.
The mums in the wall basket, I used the burgundy color, not the plum color. Could you refill my water?
Alrighty, we're gonna get this done. Next up is
Alright.
another fun swag today. This will be a table swag.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Alright, let's design a tray swag today for fall. This one's gonna be featuring this very beautiful paprika, orangey pink colored leaf spray. And we're using just one of these leaf sprays. We'll have 2 little pumpkin picks today, the Rustling Leaves pumpkin picks. We'll have a pink berry spray. It's pink to orange, gradiated in color. It's a currant berry. And then the bundle that you're gonna get of bendy vine comes wrapped like this, and you can separate it out into a couple of different pieces so that you can put the bendy vine in layers. That's how that comes apart in your bundle. So that is your kit today. No ribbon in this kit. You may be able to add a ribbon if you would like. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get our leaf spray at the back. So we're going to lose our extra stem length because today we're not making anything that requires a stem. We're just going to make a piece to lay in a tray. So I'm going to take my stem and shape it so that we create something a little bit more balanced, even though it's all meant to go one direction. If you pull some of the tips back another way, you can end up with a background that looks somewhat balanced. So we've got 4 stems going different directions here, and that becomes our base. Then we're going to lay in our bigger chunk of the bendy vine twig. So it's just a wired wrap twig. This piece here is quite long. It's going to come in handy when you're styling your tray to have those extra pieces sticking out. They really add a lot of character to your design. Next up, let's put these leaf sprays end to end here. Fortunately, they have leaves that make them look nice and full. So we're going to separate and fan out, there we go, the leaves on each pick so that they're not stuck on top of each other. And put them end to end, meaning press the 2 pumpkins up to each other here. There we go. That's working out great. And you've got a nice, airy, open start to it here. The key, I think, to a really fun tray design is not overfilling it and making it so solid that you can't add your tray components. So this will be nice and airy with extra space for our candlesticks, our extra pumpkins. We're going to shape out this little berry spray. It's the currant berry. Of course, it has a stem. No need to cut that. You can use this looking like a twig also. Just kind of spiral it up, get it out of the way, nestle it in here between the pumpkins. There we are. And that way you get a nice little detailed filler stem going on. So now we've got berries, leaves, and branches. One last little piece of branch to lay in there, and then we can work on wiring it all together. Now for good measure, I usually make hangers on things just because you never know later, do you want a hanger? So I'd probably say this looks almost like a vertical swag. If I were making a hanger, it might go on one end, so it would hang up and down. It's up to you, it's your design. If you would like us to put the design together for you, you can purchase the kit or bundle and we will assemble it. You can just request that in the order notes that you'd like it assembled for you, and then our team will simply add on a little bit of labor for the time to put it together, and it will be done when it arrives to you. It doesn't take us long at all. The whole team will be working on it right away Monday. So this is the wired swag. Let me get my second wire in place. And you'll have a nice open airy alternative kind of color, not true orange, somewhere in a softer color palette. There we have it. Now the last part of the arranging step is to shape it. So our shaping simply means you might need to bend and lift some stems, rotate a pumpkin, fluff out a berry. You could curl your vines and make a loop if you'd like to, and just secure it on the back end of the pumpkin there. Pull a leaf spray up if you want height in your tray. How do you want your tray to look? What kind of components stand in the tray? Can you wind these around your candlesticks, for instance? So all kinds of little twiggy pieces to play with in this look. It remains open and airy to feature your extra filler pieces, and it's the perfect tray stem filler for the fall season ahead.
Cute.
There you have it. Let's try it on a little tray. There we go. Well, it's easy to put this one together. A little bit of filler there. Nice combination. Okay. Cute tray. This almost makes it look like a centerpiece when you lay it in this tray. It fills it up and the tray becomes the container for it, it looks like. That is the teak wood tray.
Classico, I think.
It's definitely a teak wood. Let's put that piece up in the center. Good color palette. That looks great. Now you can also lay this in a different style of tray. This one's filled with our new puka pod blend. So if you've never seen puka pods, they're pretty fun to play with, I'm not gonna lie. They're satisfying. Little dried pods that are dyed reddish rusty color here with green. You can use them as filler.
That's the maple tray. And that's only half a bag that I used in there.
That's not even a full bag.
Nope.
A full bag is like $26. It's a lot of product. It's a good filler. And you can lay that right across the top. That gives you something interesting. There you go.
A little filler.
I bet you could even add refresher oil to those puka pods, you know? Like a dried
that's
blend.
What we were talking about. I think you could hide a sachet under the bowl.
You could do that.
Under the pods.
Or you could just drop some of the oil in there and scent them also.
Or I was thinking spray it with room spray or linen
Sure.
spray.
I think the oils would probably hold longer in the pods, actually. It's like just scenting your dried materials because they are real drieds.
Yes.
So that is a fun combination for you today. What do you think of that?
Pretty.
All right, we have one more design to make for you today. It is going to be a wreath. I love this wreath because it's incorporating 2 seasons into one, which is always a smart idea.
Everyone's asking about that messenger bag with the stuff, so I'm putting it in the shopping bag icon for us. Item 59 is the yellow leaf bush. Item 60 is the mum bush that I used. And then item 61 is that messenger basket. All 3 components are on sale. So Tina, that is 59, 60, and 61 there.
Oh, did these not come out?
No, I think she glued those on accident.
Oh, she did.
So I was trying to yank them out, and I was like, oh, she accidentally glued that. So we'll just have to pretend that it's not there. Okay, we ready for a showstopper?
It's going to be a very pretty wreath combo.
I love how this one came out. This is the Fall Favorites Wreath Kit. Pulling it up now. Wow, great sale price. Regularly $186, on sale for $158 today. Love it, love it. Okay, how's your voice?
Okay, starting to get a little tired. Drinking the water.
I have key lime pie slush in my freezer if you need some when we get done.
That sounds refreshing. I thought you were going to offer me key lime pie. I'll take that too. Do you have any of that?
Slushy mix. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Do you know the name of this one?
No.
Well, it's your
Pumpkin
fall
spice kit, perhaps?
What?
Nope, that's the swag.
That's not right.
All these have gotten mixed
That's
up.
the Fall Favorites Wreath Kit.
All right, there we go.
Fall front door wreath. Okay.
Remind me to put those away.
Okay.
Let's make a fall front door wreath today. We have a good start going on here. I'm going to tell you how to build out your kit with all these beautiful components today for a show-stopping front door. This kit's going to come with your base, which is a cypress base, I think. And that wreath is pre-made with the pine greens only. Now we're going to be using a pine green base, yes, because it's nice and full. It transitions to the late fall season, and you're going to have great green color.
It's a cedar pine wreath.
Cedar pine wreath. Great. It's also going to come with these pod sprays that are, you're going to get 2 of those that are in usual shape. Pretty, pretty color. It's going to come with a whole bush of the asparagus fern in rust. So a couple of the stems have already been glued in here, but you're going to cut the bush apart into 5 pieces and insert those pieces. You'll get 2 stems of this berry spray in the lighter gold tone color. You'll get a stem, 2 stems of the magnolia leaf spray with berries attached in this pretty gradient color. And then you'll get a bundle of sunflowers. These are the Real Touch sunflowers. that looks so realistic in a foam silicone composite stem that makes the petals look super realistic. So let's put this all together. First up, your wreath base is pre-built with the pine and the cones attached to the grapevine. You can pick your top now, or you can just wait till you fill it out and see what becomes the top. I would say, since it does not already have a hanger on it for you, you can just wait to see how it looks as you're going along. This piece could have a really large bow added, so I'm going to keep that in mind as I'm designing it. I'm going to open up my pine a little bit here and figure out if I've got gaps in between the pine where they're inserted, so I can see where to insert my stems for filling it in. This really makes a rich looking high contrast background when you use this deep green. Okay, so since we've got a couple components already stuck into the wreath because we were pre-doing it for photography, I'm going to add my berry spray next. My wreath is spiraling in this direction, so I am going to follow the direction of my wreath with all of my insertions and not go backwards. That means this berry wants to point that way. We'll just put it opposite. And then I think I'll put a bow in the end. We're going to leave room for a bow at the bottom. Let's talk about the bow at the bottom idea. We'll cut off a couple of these pod sprays. And I'm going to actually insert this in between these two berry sprays so that my berries are in 4 places. Being mindful that my bow is probably going to go down here too. There we go. Great texture, love that in there, very, very pretty. Okay, we're cutting them off pretty short because they aren't going to go into this vine very far. It helps to dip in glue in this grapevine wreath, and it also helps if you're inserting your stem and you happen to be able to get it to go behind one of the wires that wrap around the grapevine. That'll be easy to get it in there securely. Very pretty. Bow down here. Let's work in our leaf spray. So when you cut your magnolia stem apart, looks like it came apart in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, 5 or 6 chunks depending how you rip it apart. The wires are small enough to insert nicely, so we can find our holes in between our pine and fill in the gaps. That's what I would be doing with this bigger leaf, is just working to fill in the gaps. It does a great job. Looks really good on this green base. Wow.
That pine definitely makes it stand out.
Well,
And it's a
depending on
really
your
thick
door.
grapevine base, so you don't necessarily have to use glue, do you?
This type of structure you kind of do. Grapevine doesn't hold things as easily as angel vine.
Gotcha.
So a grapevine is just a little bit harder to make things stay secure than the angel vine.
Beautiful though.
So if this is something you love and you don't want to see yourself putting it together, then just purchase the bundle, and in the order notes request that it be assembled for you, and we'll add a little labor to your ticket. After the fact, you can talk to the team about it if you're unsure what the labor would be. The store can help you with that. Okay, so there we have those components placed. We're going to add the rest of the asparagus ferns. We have 3 pieces here. I'm going to put 2 more pieces over this direction. Still just dipping in glue, my pan glue off camera here, tucking in the pieces into the pine or into the grapevine, aiming for behind the wires if possible. It does help hold it better if you are slipping a stem in behind a wire of the wreath construction. And then lastly, we have the sunflowers. So we have 5 sunflowers. So if my bow is going to go right down here at the bottom, then I want to avoid my sunflowers hitting. Let me just pre-place them so I can have an idea of where they would end up going. Probably like that, and we're definitely gonna have to cut some length. I bet you're cutting half the stem off in order to get this inserted. So let's see here. Lift in and You sometimes have to really get in there and press it into the structure.
It's very full. I feel like you can see this one really well from a front door, on your front door from a street.
Yes, this would be high contrast, very showy. That's 2 in. Let's work number 3 in. Let's see your wreath wire. Let's aim for that. Sunflower stem is bigger, so it's definitely more challenging. Yep, we missed it. Sometimes your glue dries too. You gotta work quickly.
And we use
hand
glue. Oh, the glasses are coming out.
Look out. We got to see what's happening over here a little bit better.
That's funny.
We mean business.
Looks good. Those sunflowers I love so much. I'm getting my fall out this weekend and I'm going to figure out where I can put bundles and bundles of sunflowers.
It's going to look like sunflowers blew up at your house.
Yep. My husband's gonna have a fit.
He'll love it.
He won't notice as much. Or he'll pretend not to notice so his blood pressure doesn't go up.
The spending.
Yeah, he is an accountant. It's my worst vice. Pretty.
Okay. Now, this wreath really does not have any holes. We've kind of saved a spot where I can see a bow will fit, but how gorgeous is that? Wow, that's a showstopper. Let's take a quick look with a bow as an add-on option. My pick today would be this bow called the Fall Blessings bow. Super high contrast. You could place that at the bottom, or you could place it and wiggle it into the, you could rotate the wreath and turn that for the top also, and put your bow up at the top.
I like the bottom corner.
Bottom's better. Yeah. Either way, that's a bow option for you today, or use the wreath as is.
Really sharp.
The grand finale.
Our wreath on our front door for the day.
Okay, let's do it. This is a brand new bow with a little velvet in the center.
Stunning, Marcia said. Take a pic.
So pretty. Thanks.
Yeah, we're going to have to photograph these. These videos I will start posting when we get done here through the weekend. And then, of course, we have all the videos that we'll record tomorrow. So every kit will have a video that I will post little by little. And the videos will show up on Facebook and YouTube. So when you get these kits, you can buy the kit, and then when you get it, you can go back, watch the video to see how to make it.
So would anybody have a kit yet? Have they been out long enough?
Some people did order at the beginning of the week, so maybe.
You might have to check and see which ones
Maybe.
that you put up first so everybody has their instructions.
Well, probably start with, just first to last. Pretty. So all the bows are 15% off as well. The bow is sold separately in this one. We try to keep the bows separate so you can really pick and choose what style and color you would like. Like this one, you don't necessarily have to have a bow, but doesn't it look good with one? Very good with one. She's fussing.
Okay, I'm fussing. Nice. Well, I'm so glad we got to make all these beautiful things for you today. This bow actually would work also, and that's for sale. That bow's for sale as well. Very pretty. So we've got a nice selection lined up for you tomorrow. We'll be doing more blues and mauve and burgundies. We'll be doing more porch pots, more centerpieces, more drop-ins, and a bunch of amazing things. Now we start at 9 a.m. Central, and we'll go for a couple hours. So if you are tuning in, I bet we'll be live till about 11:30 as a guest Central Time, and we'll be just working through all the pieces, designing them. If you purchase a bundle or a kit, just know that when you receive it, you can go back to the videos that Kate will be posting on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch that tutorial again and get the piece designed. If you choose not to design it, just let our team know in a message with your order, and they'll add on a little labor for you. It'll be handled and shipped to you pronto next week.
Yes, I see a lot of orders were already going out. Oh yeah, Marcia wants me to take a a pic of my front porch, I will do that.
Ah, yes.
I
Once
just
she
did a
gets it
simple
done.
design, and again, the stuff I used for the garlands is just the jelly bean wreath,
The jelly bean garland,
swirled with the liam garland,
which is the big
and-
sunflower accent pieces that you see there. It's
and I used
leaves and
2 on each
sunflowers.
side.
It takes 2, yes, it does. It takes 2 pieces to go around end to end.
Did you see that pampas grass came while you were gone?
I
That's
love
a UV
it.
grass.
Those are supposed to be for my
I
house.
know they are. I told them that. So I was like, nobody go crazy on these. Mom wants them.
Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today on our first DIY live day for the fall season. I'll be back tomorrow with more great tips, more ideas, and more designing. We'll see you then, everybody. Bye-bye.